An art journal tutorial, Love is the Music, by Karen Burchell, Creative Katie. So I spent last night creating jelly prints. So now I'm going to create a page using those jelly prints. So I have an old music sheet and I'm just ripping the edges off and I'm planning to glue this down. Now right about now, when I get this firmly in here, I realize that since I planned on painting the edges black, I should have done that first. But live and learn. So I'm drawing that and I'm grabbing my jelly prints that I created in a wide variety of Valentine-like colors. So I made a template of a heart, the size that I want it, and I'm just tracing it out, and I've got a stack of 5 hearts there. I've made some bigger ones already, and now these are the littler ones. So what I'm going to do, and this is from, I got this idea from Shell, and I'll post a link to her website. I'm taking all 5 hearts and I'm ripping them into shapes, and then I'm going to mix match all the designs. So you need to lay these out one by one very carefully, because if you lose a piece, it can cause some problems. I'm just mixing and matching so that every heart has all the same colors in it and patterns in it. These hearts were done on deli paper. So now that the hearts are done, I'm just showing you the bigger ones that I've also have. So I've got 5 of the bigger hearts, 5 of the smaller hearts. So now I'm just taking dollar store cheap black acrylic paint and I'm painting around the paper very carefully and in between the coils. Like I said, this would have been better to, had I known what I was doing, to have painted this first and then just put the music paper down. Just touching up some areas where I can see a little bit of white, and there I'm going in to get the coils. So now I'm just dipping a baby wipe into the gesso and I'm just kind of giving the music sheet a whitewash. I don't want it to be too terribly yellow. A little bit went over the edge. I wasn't too concerned because I knew I'd be overlapping it. So I have my Delusions border stamp here. I'm just testing it out using one of my Inktense colors, but I decide that I'm just going to go with straight on black. So I'm going to dig out my StazOn and I'm putting some of this down the middle of the paper. You don't see a lot of this end, but it does peek through, and it's all about the layers. I had thought about putting some texture paste through a heart stencil, and I decided that would make it too difficult to glue the jelly print hearts down. So I'm just assembling the hearts strip by strip, fitting them into each other, and I'm just placing them randomly on the page. I think if I had used regular paper and ripped them, there may be some more interest added through the rips, and you would be able to tell what had happened. With the jelly prints, because it's on the deli paper, you really can't see that it's ripped and you lose that effect. So if I was to do this again, I think I might just glue the hearts on regular paper so that you get that ripped effect. So some of the hearts I'm putting off the page, and I will cut off the edges when I get to that point. My hairdryer blew some of the hearts away, so I was trying to find some of the pieces. So I thought about leaving it at this, and then I decided, no, I want some more layered effect. I want some more interest. So now I'm putting the small hearts on. And quite honestly, I think I could have left it with just the larger hearts. This page is by the time I'm done, I know exactly how to do it. And right there, I'm checking with Yvonne, sending her the pictures and saying, what do you think so far? As we often do in our creationship. So then I'm getting my music stamp because I've lost some of the music, and again with the black stays on, and I'm just stamping all over on the hearts and on the white. So I picked the phrase, life is a song, love is the music. And somewhere along the line, I invert those and put the quote upside down. I decided to use my Neocolor 2 black watercolor crayon to outline all the hearts. And I chose it because I want a bolder look. Not as broad as the gelatos, but more than just a liner pen would give me, or even the Stabilo all pencil. I end up thickening this even more. I'm just going around with the crayon. I find the crayons really easy to work with. I find the black on this really made the hearts stand out. Whereas before I'm thinking, oh, I put too many hearts, this isn't going to work, this doesn't show up. Once I got the black in there, it really made the big difference. So I'm just activating it with water. I will put the link to the video where I create these jelly prints if anybody's interested. You can just click on the eye and it will take you to there. So having gone from a position of I have too many hearts, now I'm thinking I need a few more. Kind of an all or nothing process here with me. I'm just gluing some plain hearts down just in some of the areas that just seem oddly needing something. And I'll be outlining them with my Neocolor 2 crayon as well. And somewhere in here is when I got the quote mixed up. Sentiment works both ways. So I'm taking pictures of it, trying to decide, and then looking at the pictures which way I like it best, something that I often do. I was going to go around it with my pink neocolor, and then I just decided to do it with the black StazOn. I really didn't want to introduce more color, as I wanted the colors to come from the heart. Using Mod Podge to adhere both under and over. Giving that a quick dry. Now I'm thinning some gold Liquitex Basics paint, and I'm stamping the music stamp in it, and I'm just giving a little bit of more detail on here, just that little bit of glimmer in music notes. It really looks nice on the black, and just gives that a little extra something. Cleaning the stamp from the acrylic paint with the toothbrush. Quick dry, and now I'm using, not dry enough, so I'm going back to drying it with my hair dryer. And doing sketchy outlining. Again, I don't want to do it as bold as everything else. And here's the finished page and some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching and going along with me on my creative journey. Please check out my blog, my Facebook group, All Things Mixed Media, Creative Katie, and take the time to subscribe. That way you'll be sure to get all the upcoming videos. Thanks again.